and welcome in to the newest episode of Dark Souls 3. Last time we went through the Airfield dungeons and we went through the Profane Capital. We completed Sigvard's questline and defeated Yorm the Giant. This time we'll be going through the second half of Airfield, right after Pontiff where we left off. I have a few things, well, I have one thing that I remember I need to do. I need to give the handmaiden the prison chief's set. Let's not cancel out of that. Oops. What do we get for that? I don't remember. Nothing useful, it seems, at the moment. Maybe the big hat. I don't know. Doesn't matter though. We can just progress forward. I'm curious. Do I have a bone shard? No, I don't. To see how we'll handle this area. It's a bit of a tough area, tough enemies. It's also a hotbed for invasions, so we need to be careful of that. And there are also plenty of rings and plenty of secrets to find. So let's get straight into it. Back to, again, the most beautiful area in the game. Does this work? Do I need to go at it from the other side? So yeah, there's an elevator here, which will get us to up there, which we can't really interact with at the moment because it wants us to go out this way. Again, we have another view of this ruin in the distance, and we have a couple of crystal lizards, which is unfortunate because we can't get both of them, I don't think. Forward again. We'll get him next time. This is the fight club of the game. If you want to do PvP, you do it here. I mean, I think they have an official like arena now the DLC is well, has that feature, so I don't think it's used as much, but I am still pretty sure if I were to like try and find some like some summon signs, I don't remember what item does that, but I would probably find a lot. Let's see. All of the giants, all of the items. We can have some deacons lining the railings here, so we're going to try and avoid them. Some of these giants are alive, by the way. Like you. No. You can hear them breathing a bit. You can also see them moving a bit, I think. And we have, of course, some little goons here. We hopefully will not take damage to, or more damage, I guess. And we have our first ring, the Dark Stone Plate ring, which reduces dark damage, or well, increases dark resistance, I guess. We can avoid the courtyard for now, and we can go up this way to where all the deacons are. They're going to shoot their fire. Be just generally annoying. Ooh, that guy wanted my blood. He's very tanky though, so we'll try and avoid him for now and miss because we're not locked on. Alright. Got it. Oh, we get the Deacon Skirt. And a Deep Gem, but we don't really need a Deep Gem. There's another item here, which is just overlooking where we came into this area. So we can pick that up. Another large Titanite shard. It's not really useful. We're looking for chunks at this point. And we could probably use that to upgrade our staff. But I think we need chunks for our stuff anyway. So maybe we can start on a new staff. And here is that elevator overlooking the Pontiff fight. Yeah. We have a few things to take care of here. Like you. Got you. Simple gem. Very nice. Contemplating putting a simple gem on something just so I can have unlimited FP. Be it, you know, very slow regeneration of that FP, but, you know, still works. Nothing over there. I believe there's a chest somewhere here. What does this say? Praise the left. Ooh, left 1 this time. Usually there's somebody saying praise the right on the other side whenever something like this happens. Alright. Identify the mimic. The chain is pointing towards us, so it is evil. Roll through you. Roll hit and miss. Bonk. Roll lag. That's my favorite move. Got it. What you got for me? Golden Ritual Spear. I think that either costs sorceries or miracles. I don't remember which. Doesn't really matter. I don't think we'll be using it. I think that's it for this higher area. But it does sort of serve as a way to get back up here once we, if we need to reset there. I don't think we'll need to reset. I don't think we'll die, right? Surely. Alright, let's keep going. We got some deacons popping in the background, which is a bit funny. And we got some on the right. These will be casting fireballs on us if we were in the courtyard below. And we have some interesting fellows there in drying armor, which we will need to deal with. They don't respawn, so taking them out once will do us just fine. And these guys aren't too bad. It's the big ones which are just really tanky. Okay. Okie dokie. And these guys will be coming for us, so let us do this. That's really good tracking, that. Bonk. 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 Surprised the other guy hasn't come in yet. That's fine. There, she's coming now. Thank you for your drying twin spears. They're not too tanky. They don't do too much damage, but they're unique, so I'm not sure. Bye-bye. Thank you. Do I not get your twin hammers? I thought usually you would, but might be misremembering that. Now we can challenge this area for the giants. Which one? Not you. Oh, this guy looks like he's slightly floating. Yeah. Did a lot of damage to him. He did a lot of damage to us. I'm stuck. I'm fucking stuck. Give me a heal. Is he okay? That's fine, whatever. You get an ember. And that guy disappears as well, which, you know, brings into question, is he an illusion? Sort of thing. Yeah. You always have to question in the Dark Souls game, is this an illusion? I think there's one more, yeah. Alright. You're gonna fall over. There you are. See what I mean? It's a very deliberate sound when they disappear. And you're... Okay, you're good. Soul of a Weary Warrior. Okay, we've dismantled this area, like, pretty efficiently. I imagine doing the Profane Capital gives us a bit of a level advantage over this place. And we'll take that. What we're going to do next, though, is very scary. And might get us killed multiple times. There's a very interesting hidden wall here, which we're going to need to go through. And there's going to be some enemies here, which are very scary. And we're not going to have much space to fight them. And it's going to be a whole rigmarole. Remember these guys. Remember these guys. So what we want, yeah, is to drag one. We want to drag one. And we want to kill him post-haste. Ow. And he caught my roll, yeah. I tried to roll the first one. I did it too late. And then it buffered for the next time I had control of my character, so I just rolled when I didn't want to and just died. Happens. Happens. So we can take this shortcut and just run past everything all the way back through here. Dodge fireballs like nobody's business. Yeah. He is the one. No. It's okay. We'll probably Ember when we get there. I mean, do we need to? How many Embers do we have? 16? We can save them. Save them until after we dealt with this monstrosity of an encounter. Because if you don't fight them in this very constricted, like this sort of cube, like this cube here, the other one aggroes, and that is a pain. Come on, boy. He has some distance on that. Oh, where are you going? That's the grab move. Hitting him in the head does good damage. Okay. Lightning attacks on water. Spread out. Oh, fucking hell, that's fast. Oh, nice. We got him. Got a nice visceral attack right on his open ribcage. Okay. Very good, very nice. Let's refresh our buff. And go for round 2. We have a bit more space to deal with him now, so... we can take our time a bit more. Okay, you can do that. Ooh, these guys are so threatening. That somehow still hit me. Yeah, those hits to the head really stagger them. There we go. And we get a ring for killing these two, I think. Yeah, the Ring of Favor. The Ring of Favor and Protection is probably the best ring in Dark Souls 1. The problem with it in Dark Souls 1 is if you ever unequipped it, it would break. I don't think that's the case in Dark Souls 3. We can read about it. Just really quickly, I guess. And it might do better than this ring. Where are you? There you are. Increases HP, stamina, and max equip load. A ring symbolizing the favor of the goddess Fina, whose fateful beauty is mentioned in legend. True to the fickle nature of Fina's favor, her ring increases max HP, stamina. Yeah. So we can probably take that for this. Probably works. And once we kill these two, we get a bonfire, which is very important. Why I wanted to do this before progressing. We also get to see this fellow here. And when we were in the Cathedral of the Deep, we read about the 3 archdeacons. One of them stayed to protect Aldrich's grave, and he was the guy in the deacon fight. One of them went to Rosaria, and he was in the rafters where all the slug people were. And this is the 3rd archdeacon. And he is connected to the Aldrich Faithful Covenant, which defends this area, which is why you get a bunch of invasions in this area. Also, we might need to give him some human dregs to get a sorcery down the line. But we're not really worrying about Covenant stuff in the first playthrough. At the moment, we're just sort of... I'm just giving you a tour of the game, getting the rings that we need to... getting the gestures that I can, and yeah. So for now, we're not really worrying about it. I'd say in the 3rd playthrough, the 3rd New Game Plus, then we start worrying about farming for items. We have our gold, covetous gold serpent ring, and we also have the symbol of avarice. So, and we also have the Sage's crystal rapier, which also helps with item discovery. So we'll have a better time farming items later on. What a thrill. Alright. We are carrying a bunch of souls. I don't... it adds to the risk. We get so many back, is the thing. Yeah. Ooh, look at them. The Anor Londo snipers. The menace in Dark Souls 1. But in Dark Souls 1, it was 2 enemies on the tightest, 1 centimeter ledge you could ever see. This time, they have 7 of them. But you have a bit more space to work with. So, let's go. Let's not get sniped. Yeah. Ah. We like that move. It's the best move because it gives you a free backstab. Ah. Bonk. Thank you, kind sir. Yeah. It's been a while since I've done it, but I've spent so much time farming these guys for their Proof of Concords. Is it the Proof of Concord? I don't remember. I couldn't get behind him. It's fine. No, it's fine. Yeah, it's okay. Could be worse. Another Titanite shard. You're probably going to be annoying. I should probably try and take you out, at least. Just lead you back up. I'm not fighting you on such... Ooh, nice. Nice tracking, sir. It's always the dead angle that gets me, though. Excuse me, sir. I would like to drink. Gotcha. Yeah, these guys, they don't scare me too much. They used to scare me a lot. They used to kill me a lot. But you spend hours upon hours grinding them, and suddenly their patterns become very understandable. Look at this. The guy's designed to take you by surprise. You're not doing your job, mate. Come on. Make my day. Lightning attack means backstabs. Thank you, sir. Dragon Slayer, great bow. Sorry. All right. We have 2. So what do we do when we have 2? We get some throwing knives on the bar. So you know what? Just use it. Hi, buddy. Can I get it? Yeah. It's a bit generous. We'll take it though. Alright. Ember up here. I do think we need to get a projectile spell back on the bar. I don't think that Fire and Flash Sword is going to do anything for us, really. Oh, messed that up. Oh, spear guy. Slightly different, but it's the same shit. Different day. Ooh. Silver Knight shield and helmet. These guys are being generous today. Okay, progression is over there. This is the shortcut. So let's go this way. There's an item over here, isn't there? Yep. Another large Titanite shard that we don't really need. And we can open up the shortcut. Do not fall down the ladder. It is a common mistake. And open up this door. This is where the deacons are. Let's not make them angrier than they are. You know, it's got to be bad. You know, you're sort of dead. You know, it wouldn't make you much angrier than being dead. I mean, we're dead technically. Kind of. I don't know. It's weird. Down here we have an item. Very important item. Oh no, not this one. We get another Dragon Slayer bow. We can probably sell that. Aha. Our first invasion. Let's enchant. Can't see them. So we're just gonna keep moving. Until we find them. Then we can fight them. When we find them. Come on, where are you? You'd think I'd be able to see them at this point, but no luck. And before I just missed one guy. Hello? Are they not even trying? Seems not. Got the Easterner's Ashes here. I mean, I'm not in the most accessible place, granted, but maybe they just get tired and go home, huh? Wouldn't that be fun? Or maybe they're lying in ambush somewhere. Ah, they've spoiled the surprise. We now know where they are. They really shouldn't be able to do that. But hey, that works, I guess. We know where they are now. They're gonna come through here, aren't they? Or did they take it the other way? I think they took it the other way. Well. She got tired and went home. Yep. Couldn't find me. And just went home. Alright. We returned to a regularly scheduled Dark Souls 3. This is a statue of Lord Gwyn. And it is a fake statue of Lord Gwyn. And this leads to... this corridor is very important. This is where, in the first game, you fight Gwyndolin, the son of Gwyn. And you can only fight him if you kill... God. So many... sounds. If you kill Guinevere, daughter of Gwyn, you get to fight Gwyndolin, because he's the guy who cast the illusion all over Anor Londo. And he's angry at you for, you know, doing what you do. Reversal ring lets you change your gender, something like that. You not change your gender, you get to do things that the other gender could do. I don't really know exactly what that is, but pointless. Yeah, I don't remember. But this is Gwyn's tomb. This right here. There's a single small bouquet of flowers there. And this is tied to one of the other quest lines in the game that we deliberately tried to avoid. And the brass set that we just picked up, by the way, that was the set of the Firekeeper of Anor Londo. And she was strange for a... Firekeeper because she wasn't blind, she was a warrior. When you dispel the illusion by killing Guinevere, she fights you. She's like, I'm not gonna help you anymore. How dare you do what you did, sort of thing. This area, you would pray in this area, and this is like the Dark Moon Covenant area. That of course sort of broke when you made an enemy of Gwyndolin, because Gwyndolin is, you know, is favored by the moon. He's Dark Sun Gwyndolin. And now, since this was woefully spoiled for us, let's bring it back down. This is the revolving elevator of Anor Londo. Really cool, and really sad it got spoiled for us, but you know, here it is. And we have some things to do here. Up we go. And now that we're up here, we can spin it. And you know, we've been talking a lot about Anor Londo in this episode, and that's for a very good reason. It's one of the most important areas in Dark Souls 1. It's literally the seat of Gwyn's empire. And not least of all, you know, I had that all prepared and I was on the wrong side of the elevator. Not least of all, here we are. This is the Cathedral of Anor Londo. So hey, let's light this bonfire. But I'm not done yet with this elevator, because you might have noticed a tower over there, and we need to get to that tower. And this elevator is the only way to do so. Would you like to see how? It's quite the trip, I assure you. I apologize to people with motion sickness. I probably should be higher. Yeah, so there's the tower. Here is us. How can we get over there? There's a bonfire over there. It's clear that we can get over there. But, you know, it's a whole tower. There's no way up. That's the Church of Yoshka, by the way. So we were down there. That's where we fought the pontiff, and you went around and you came from that church where the bonfire was, and Anri was there as well. And we saw no way to get up to this tower. Well, it's very simple, you see. Physics is sort of optional, and they have very invisible bridges that we can just walk across. And, nothing beneath us. This is 100% intended. And you sort of just have to figure this out. Invisible bridges were a very important thing in Sif's archives in the Crystal Caves. Except in those areas, you had like little crystals like falling from the skies and then hitting the invisible bridges. So you knew where the invisible bridges were. But this is just completely invisible. Like, hey, figure it out. And figure it out we were sort of forced to. But hey, here we are. And we'll sit at this bonfire. And what does it say? We're at the prison tower. Because our good friend here...
Name thyself, stranger.
This is Yoshka.
I am Yoshka.
Yeah.
Captain of the Dark Moon Knights. What beckoned thee to such a place?
Dark Moon. And because we were friends with Sirius, we can do the Dark Moon loyalty. Because we know the Dark Moon loyalty.
Thou thinks too. Very well. Captain to this knightless company I remain. I will grant thee purpose.
Notice she is half dragon. She is also very thin.
Hear my voice. If thou shalt swear by the covenant,
she has tail, she has scaly skin.
Of Father Gwyn and Sister Guinevere.
Father Gwyn.
That shall hunt the foes of our lords. Then I place thee under the aegis and the power of the Dark Moon.
Yay.
Thou art now a blade of the Dark Moon.
Sirius will be pleased with us.
The only knight of our company. Swear this oath and face thy solemn duty.
Yeah, see, it's the thing. It's the thing, it's the same. Wait, yeah, you go. Thank you, Yoshka.
Oh, good blade of the Dark Moon, welcome home. If I can provide thee succor, only tell me how.
I won't say it.
Long ago, our father Gwyn, lamenting the waning of the fire, became cinder of his own will. Now, the fire is linked by the champions who have come in his stead. Such is the will of Father and the gods. And so the Dark Moon Knights took arms to watch over those who link the fire. But long ago, our company lost its last proper knight. Only its covenant was preserved to this day, until the time of thy visit.
Don't worry, I got you.
Heirdom taketh many forms, indeed.
There is one funny thing about this.
May I pose thee a question? This tower, this prison, stands tall and solitary, the contraption bridging its lower reaches long unmoving. So, by what path didst thou here ascend? Art thou a creature of the air? Or other winged thing?
She's asking if I can fly. How did I get here? Of course I can fly.
Oh my. I imagined it might be so. Then thou art a dragon? Or perhaps a crow?
I'm definitely crow-like in this playthrough.
Well, whatever thou beest, thou art wondrous strange, yet strangely familiar, visitor.
Because she is also a dragon, as we said.
Off so soon? May the Dark Moon watch over thee,
She's just lonely because she's been, you know, trapped in here for so long. So, yeah, as we said, dragon, like, she literally has, like, tendrils of scale, like, coming out of her, and the area around her eyes, are also, you know, very scaly. I don't know. So next order of business is making our way down this tower. And we will do that by equipping our Silver Cat ring, provided to us graciously by Cirrus of the Sunless Realms. Let's make our way down slowly and make sure not to miss any items, of which it is very easy to. This is the Painted Guardian set. The Painted Guardian set is the next one. There we go. There we are. So the Painted Guardians were in Anor Londo. They were... Here's going to shock you, right? They protected the painting. the painted world of Ariamis, which housed Priscilla. Now Priscilla was a half dragon as well, which looked fairly, you know, similar to Yorshka, but much larger. She was like double, triple the size of a human, and she had this ability called the Life Hunt Scythe. Now this spell had the ability to, you know, drain people's life, literally, and it was so OP, it was so strong that Gwyn was like to Priscilla, that power is a bit too strong. Can we banish you to another realm because we're scared of you? And Priscilla was like, yeah, fine, I guess. So, you know, Priscilla gets sent to the Painted World of Ariamis after the player goes to the Painted World for a very convoluted process. You have the option to leave Priscilla or kill her. You can also cut off her tail and get a dagger, I think. But, you know, that's sort of a story of a Painted World. Sorry, my throat is going today. Yeah, that was Priscilla. And very similar to Yorshka in some ways. But hey, we're not here to talk about Yorshka. Actually, I do kind of want to go back at this point. I have 90k souls. Let's. And we also have some ashes to turn in. I believe these are some important ashes, Easterner's ashes, because I think this one lets you get large shinites shards for not for free, but an unlimited amount for souls.
Gracious.
Didn't read it.
Passing fine ash, thou
I keep on forgetting what I wrote down.
I only hope.
Yeah, we have large shinites shards on sale. Anything else we want to buy? We could buy some sets, but we kind of don't need them. Oh, we do have a wood grain ring, which is kind of useless. Slows equipment degradation. Whoop. Special rune crafted in Eastern land, made of metal, but with a wood grain crest on its surface. Slows equipment degradation. Wielders of swords originating from the same region follow a practice of inscribing special words on the blades of their swords and are naturally drawn to this ring.
Ashen Whitemon.
No.
Welcome, Husby.
Alright.
Very well.
Level me up. What are we sort of looking for? I kind of wanted to get into 30. Maybe get attunement up. Maybe one more attunement slot might not be bad, but we're sort of struggling on damage. So, dexterity. How much does that get us? Like 3 extra? Alright.
Farewell, may the
Okay, how many... Nope. How many chunks? Not enough. We're just waiting on a few more chunks, and then we have the slab already, thanks to Sigvard. But yeah, let's go. Anor Londo. Now, this will be... This was my spot for farming the Silver Knights. So let's see if I can remember the process. You run up. First guy comes down the stairs. He's gonna do a big charge move. You run behind him, backstab him. And then, you know, you do as done. And then the other guy has a sword. He's gonna do the lightning attack. And you backstab him. And you run back. Do I get a Covenant item? No. It's because I took off the ring, isn't it? I would have gone one, just for old time's sake, but alas. Where am I looking? There we are. I don't have the symbol of avarice on right now, so that's also another reason. Who's this? Henri. Okay, that makes sense. We're not going to summon her. I don't think her story goes anywhere after this. I think this area just has like an item and one very angry guy. Rode a bit too far there. Damn it. Okay, buddy. Get a heal in. Keep thinking I can just walk behind him. It's not working. There we go. There we go. That's just V move right there. Okay. He's catching my rolls. Dead angles every time. Ah, 10 shots. It's a good amount of souls as well, just farming them for Proof of Concord. I think it's the ears. I think it's the ears that they drop for Proof of Concord kept. And then they just drop like 17 pieces of armor before you get one proof. And then you just sell them for 1 million souls and it's great. Alright. Now, Anor Londo in Dark Souls 1 is this beautiful golden land of warmth and sunlight. Something has happened and it's frozen over, right? We have a great view of the other areas as well. That's where the curse-rotted Greatwood was. That's, I think, Farron Keep. And, of course, Lothric in the distance. This area is just amazing. Like, anywhere you look, it looks, like, beautiful. Like, the really, like, black sky being accented by the lighter clouds, like, shining in the moonlight. It's just great. But it's also sad because here we see the giant blacksmith of Anor Londo. Friend ahead. Sadness. And we get the giant's call. Poor guy. Now, another thing that was important about Anor Londo was that it was very clean. It was very pristine. Shining marble. And, you know, something's very wrong. There's mold and sludge everywhere. This isn't the Anor Londo we once knew. And we see those red eyes. Alright, let's get to work then. We don't see those giant golden warriors Ow, guys. Of course. Okay, those guys have the hyper armor of the century. Fuck you, buddy. 1 HP, the lot of them. Right. Human dregs. That's an approve. We like seeing as many Covenant items as we can. Okay. You don't drop anything. He is. Deacon Skirt. We appreciate it. You know, we don't need to deal with them, I don't think. Because what we want to do now is open the gate. And we do that right here. We're going to be interrupted by a monstrosity. Remember this guy. Get out. Alright. We saw one of these in the Cathedral. And they curse. And they're cursed. Ouchie. These guys are horrible to deal with. Yep, I'm cursed. Don't deal much damage to him. So we sort of got to pray for a stagger. And to that we need to do a lot more L1s. It's a bit rough. Can't really get many attacks off on him. So hey, let's do our rounds again. You're gonna come down. Roll past. Backstab. Like clockwork. That's also a good attack. Goodbye. Gonna do that. Give me a backstab. Hey, yeah. Silver Knight Shield. Large China Shot now. No dice. Alright, we are at 30 int, which means we can put Pestilent Mist on. Ooh, Andrew Summerstein still here even without. When do you come down? Hello? Where are you? Yeah? Nope. The wrong falling thing. There you are, big ugly. Okay. It's going alright. Okay, slightly less alright. Please hit the slime, yeah. What? I've never seen that attack. Die. Got it. Thank goodness. Because we needed that ring. The Aldrich Ruby. Okay, what else can we do here? We have a chest. Pretty important chest. Don't remember if there's a slime which drops on you here, but you know, Esther Shard. Got the 1,000,001 deacons. We can make an attempt at this boss. I don't think we'll beat it first try, but it's possible. Alright. Aldrich. Devourer of Gods. Fuck. Okay, so what are you looking at here? It's a massive slime monster, but at the the torso of it, it is none other than Gwendolyn with the okay, I'm dying. I need to stop explaining things. It's Gwendolyn, and also the weapon that they're using is none other than Nito, first of the dead. Okay, arrows. And the sort of like halo. I'm dead. The halo of skulls you can see, that's also from Nito. So the old gods of Lordran were the Witch of Izalith, Gwyn and his family, as well as Sif Vescalis, Nito, First of the Dead. Let's see, tune spell. What do I want? We'll try Pestilent Mist. I don't know how this spell works. Let's try it. Interesting. So this is the spell that every fucking boss is weak to. Duly noted. Looks strong. It's still there. Alright. So, Aldrich is devouring gods. That's his whole thing. And he's currently devouring 2. He's in the process of devouring Gwendolyn, and he looks like he's already devoured Nito. I'm not sure. But, he's Aldrich the Devourer of Gods. That's his shit. Alrighty then. Big Ugly. Okay, we're shredding. Alright. Okay, she moved out of it. Then back into it, maybe? I need to heal. I'm neglecting my health this fight. I don't know why. Alright. Around half health is this second phase? Yes, it is. All of these orbs deal so much damage. That is the Life Hunt scythe that we were talking about before. So it's also implied that Aldrich has devoured Priscilla. Ah, shit. Here comes the arrows. They're still going. Ow. Hits. Get out of there quickly. Where are you? Ah, shit, the arrows. Get out of there. Make sure she can't heal with that Life Hunt scythe. Alright, where are you popping up? There you are. Arrows again. Like, you can't do anything while these arrows are chasing you, by the way. I'll let you do that. I'm not sure what hit me. Let's not choke. You're gonna disappear, so I'm gonna let you. Or not. Okay, I can just kill you then. Bye-bye. Have a wonderful time. There we go.
Unkindled one. The fire fades and awaits its one last lord. Prince Lothric is in your hands.
Now, I don't quite like this.
Please save his soul.
Because the moment you defeat your third Lord of Cinder, or is it third? Or yeah, third Lord of Cinder, it teleports you away from the room. Which I would have hoped there would be a bit of delay so I could at least get the bonfire or explore. But we're back here. If you remember, this is the High Wall of Lothric. And Emma is here summoning us, telling us to get Prince Lothric on board with the whole deal of linking the fire. But she's very wounded. And we're not going to interact with her. We are going to come back to this. We know this is where we have to go to progress. We're just going to go back. Notice how the High Wall of Lothric looks a bit more red sky-y. Remember when these guys were in trouble? It's good times. So we can just go to the bonfire here. We'll ignore you. And we'll get the bonfire out of it. You know, let's take a look at our favorite vista. Just see how different the world looks at this time of day. You know, I'm curious at where the sun actually is. I haven't seen it particularly. Is it up there? You know, best not to spoil it, eh? Let's just go back. We'll go to Anor Londo. Oh, it gives us the bonfire at least, so that's fine. So here we are. This arena is very important. This is where you fight Ornstein and Smo as well, the Grand Cathedral. Again, beautiful arena. No longer. Now it has all of this slime and goo and maggots and it's disgusting. Again, we see Lord Gwyn. This is Guinevere. Amazing chest ahead. Yep, could this be a chest? And one conspicuously missing statue. It's long been said that the firstborn of Gwyn, he did something horrible, and we don't know what that is. Well, I don't know, at least. I don't think it is known, and his name was struck from the history books, and he's been completely forgotten. So wherever there was anything about him, there is now nothing. We have these elevators, and these are really funny because, like, this one's normal, like, human size, right? But if we go to the other side, yeah, this one's just a bit bigger. One for Ornstein and one for Smo. I mean, it doesn't really make sense that it was made for Smo. It makes more sense that maybe if Gwyn was like this size, that he would use those elevators and the others were just for regular people. But we are here, and this is where we would see Guinevere, and this is where we would get the Lord Vessel and be told, hey, you have to link the fire for the Age of Fire. And yeah, we get the Sun Princess ring, which is Guinevere. No amazing chest ahead. No chest ahead. Yeah, we are. There is some other stuff. No chest ahead. Time for despair. There is some other stuff to do with this area, but again, that's to do with a storyline that we really haven't progressed yet, so we can ignore it until the second playthrough of this, you know, new game +1. Alright, let's go back down. The next episode is a bit weird, because I like to keep it to one boss an episode, but the way the areas are going, it sort of wants us to do 2. So it's going to be a bit weird. Whatever. We'll figure it out. But for now, that has been it for Dark Souls 3. Next time, we'll be taking on Lothric Castle proper. And that should be quite the time, I'm sure. So thank you for watching. Goodbye.